Kenzie Horn. And let's bring up Jimmy Connolly. So Kenzie, I'll come to you first, mate. Obviously you was matched up with Gurmut Sai, as you can see there. He's pulled out. He's fighting on MCP Antonio's show, and we got the live footage. And he says on Antonio's show that once he's finished with Martin Mills, he's going to deal with Kenzie and he'll beat Kenzie. And then shortly after we get a little message saying he's pulled out and he ain't ready for Kenz. So it's a big statement to make. You're going to beat two guys, and then the next day or a few days after pull out. Kenz, what you got to say? What you got to say to Gurmut about that?
You take the fight, just turn at me, innit? Don't push you out of it after you took it.
I mean, do you feel he would have got beat anyway?
Well, yeah, Martin's going to do him anyway. If Martin weren't, I would have.
So there you have it. Listen, we will get Kenzie matched up now. There's a possibility that one of Kenzie's best fights was against Martin Mills. Kenzie got the win, but has come on heaps and bounds since then. I have been in talks with Martin, providing he gets through his next fight. He will be happy to fight Kenzie again. It was a great fight last time, but Kenzie, I've been down with you training. I've had you on the pads, you've been in the classes. I feel you've improved massively. Come on, heaps and bounds. Your boxing ability is a lot better now. I've caught you skiving a couple of times on the classes. You must get that from your dad, because I see him doing that now and again. But listen, you have been putting the work in, and either way, whether it is Martin or whether it's somebody else, I'll have you someone 100%. If it is Martin, do you feel like, obviously because you are friends now, do you feel it is what it is, you'll put that aside and you'll go back out there and get the win?
Yeah, like we have been speaking afterwards, so if I get some sparring in, but now probably not to a fight in, but for 3 rounds we probably won't be mates, and we'll see what the outcome is.
And listen guys, if you did watch that fight, Ken's, I think what was that, your first or second fight?
Second.
So it's the second fight, but he has come on leaps and bounds, but so has Martin, and it was a great 50-50 fight. Ken's would punch him, he would punch back. It was just like a toe-to-toe war. But that's always been Ken's downfall leading up to this point. Really is he'll dish out and he'll whack you, and then he'll stand there and be like, listen, yeah, hit me back. He's got that thing where he dishes out and he's got a good whack on him, and he comes on, but then he'll stand there. And I've been telling him, his dad's been telling him, but listen, he must thrive off it. He must like getting it. I don't know what it is, but he takes the whacks and then he comes back. So just tell us, do you enjoy getting it, or is that something now that you're trying to learn on and get away out of that?
Well, don't really like it, but just stand there. Chapel and Lenny will hit me and laugh and then tell me what to do. Craig will hit me and smile because he knows what I'm doing, but it's what it is, really.
So Kenzie, do you feel there's more added pressure on you if you do fight Martin, that you've got to get the win because you beat him before?
Not really.
You're just going to take the fight as it is?
Yeah.
Fair play.
Listen, if that fight does happen, which I'm pretty confident will happen, because I think Martin Mills will deal with this guy. And if it does, they both confirmed, Harold's confirmed, and so has Martin confirmed that it will go ahead if he deals with this Gurmut. Listen, that will be a great fight, because they're both big lads, they both know how to box, and they're both training with real good people. So I'm kind of hoping that happens, to be honest with you.
So Kenzie, was you actually preparing for Gurmut to fight, or was you just training?
Take it as another fight.
Just thinking it was another fight. Love that. And how do you predict this going into this fight? How do you predict this fight going come Saturday?
Oh, we're gonna win.
Or next Saturday?
Gonna win, that's what it is.
Well done.
You heard it there first hand. Listen, he has been training hard, he has been putting the work in, and I can say first hand, like I said, I've been giving the guy pads, and he has come on heaps and bounds since his last fights. So listen, I think it'd be a fantastic fight. But all I can say is, listen, he will be fighting either way, come December the 2nd. So let's go over to Jimmy Connolly. So listen, guys, you might not know much about this guy, but he's had great amateur background. He's been out of the ring, I believe, 10 years, something like that. He's been out of the ring 10 years now. He came to me at Alpha, said to me he wants to get back in the ring. He doesn't want to come back in and just fight a bum. That's not what he's about. So I've matched him up with Neil Derry, who everyone knows. Neil's had somewhere around, I'm sure, something like 100 fights. 200, so he's had something in the region of 200 fights. So he's no slouch, he knows his way around the ring. He's fought everybody on the circuit, some good people, some shit people, but he doesn't know how to box. But Jimmy, just tell people about obviously how you used to do back in the amateur days, because I know you was fantastic back then, and how your training's going now, who you training with, and how do you feel this is going to go come fight night?
Well, obviously back in the day, I've always boxed, you know. Like my brother was a boxer. From 8-year-old till 17, I was always in the boxing club. I had about over 30 fights as an amateur. And obviously, I come to you about 12 weeks ago, I'd say, Steve.
Yeah, about that. Yeah.
I was over 17 stone then. I'm down to 14.5 stone now. I'm training every day, twice a day, Sundays. And yeah, it's going to go well. I'm feeling very, very fit. Me and Casper's been training 3 or 4 times a week together, doing the pad work and everything. And yeah, I'm very confident, to be honest.
So what's made you, after 10 years, obviously you had the amateur background, what's made you want to step into the white collar scene?
Just
after 10 years?
Well, to tell you the truth, I went down to the boxing club just to do a bit of training. I seen everyone sparring and fighting, and it gave me a bit of itch, you know. Just thought I'd have myself another go and see how we get on. If I win this one, look good. See who else wants it.
So that was going to be my next question. So after this one and you win, or you, regardless of the outcome, are you going to have another fight regardless of the outcome?
Yeah. Yeah, if I win this fight and I look good doing it, I'll 100% have another fight, no problem. But listen, I've been out the ring for a long time, so we don't know how I feel after having this fight, you know? If I feel good, look good, no problem.
But you haven't been putting in preparation, you've been sparring with some great people. Elias Anderson, you've been sparring with him.
You know
listen, he's a great person to spar with. He's fought everybody, so you're not slouching about. There's people down the gym you've been sparring with and stuff like that. So, as in preparation of this fight, have you studied or watched any of these fights?
Well, obviously, Elias boxed him, I think, about a month or 2 ago, and I've been doing a lot of rounds with Elias sparring and that. I think on Monday we've done 7 or 8 rounds together. And yeah, he's going to be in my corner for the fights where Elias is, and I don't need to watch him. Listen, I know what I can do.
Love that. So is there anyone on the circuit that you've seen that you'd really, really want to get in the ring with, or you're just going to take it as it comes?
To be honest, I don't really know the lads here, but come fight night, obviously, we'll see how we get on. And if I win and look good, I'll fight someone else, no problem. You know that.
I'm looking forward to see this guy. I don't even know him, and he sounds great. Unknown entity, and I want to see what you got and what you got to bring to the table.
Well, put it this way, I've been training so hard for this fight, like it's a pro fight, basically. I'm training, sparring, very good. And Casper's been training me, well, one-on-ones and that, so he's a good trainer.
I can't vouch for that. I've been down there when they've been doing the pads and putting the work in. He looks great on the pads. Like I said, I haven't personally seen him spar, but listen, if he's gone down the amateur route, and he's had some fantastic wins, and he's sparred some great people along the amateur days who he's personally told me. So when you get in the ring with these good caliber of people and you're sparring with good people, you know that's enough for you to get where you need to get to. And I believe in his confidence, and I think he's going to be one to watch out for on the circuit.
So obviously Neil Derry is a tough guy. As you said, he's had over 200 fights. Does that have an impact on how you go into the fight, come fight night, or are you just going to or do you think his experience will have too much for you?
Well, to be honest, I'm just going to go in there with a game plan. Just take me time. When the shot comes, it comes. You know, literally. There's no point rushing in there and looking like a fool. Just behind me jab. When the shot comes, that's when I'm going to put it on him.
So obviously Neil Derry's not here. You see the camera that Ben's holding, just look down that camera and just send a message to Neil Derry for me, please.
Be ready, my friend.
And you heard it there. So listen, guys. These two lads is going to be putting on a great performance come December the 2nd. Give them both a massive round of applause, and I look forward to seeing them both come fight night.
Looking forward to that. Fair play, man. Fair play. Well, no problem. Best of luck.